Bulavinaka and good morning. Thank you for the invitation to speak to you this morning. Whenever I get an invitation to speak at a regional workshop, I readily accept that because of my own history of working in the Pacific region, doing a lot of work for many governments within the Pacific region, and my own vision and drive and effort over the years to bring a much more meaningful, deeper regional integration. And workshops, particularly regional workshops, bring people together with diverse skills, experiences, wisdom, and shared amongst each other. So I am really pleased to be here this morning. And I note that this is a very important topical workshop, risk analytics for tax compliance workshop. And I would like to express my thanks to Peter and PIFTEC, particularly PIFTEC, organization that I worked with before, and for much of the technical work that PIFTEC does in the area of financial management and statistics. As the Minister of Finance, I understand the important role or the critical role that taxation plays in driving economic growth, in mobilizing domestic resources, and it is in some sense a key and critical element within the administration of government for any country. Effective and efficient tax administration is a topic that attracts my attention all the time. I used to teach public finance at the University of the South Pacific, and I used to talk about principles of taxation or a good taxation system. And one of that good principles of a good tax system is efficient and effective tax administration. I know that this workshop brings together tax administration professionals from the Pacific region, and I think that in itself is a commitment to fostering innovation in tax compliance. And in today's increasingly digitized world, the data and technology and the intersection of tax compliance and data analytics. Many universities are now offering programs in data analytics because they recognize that in the age of technology, AI, and many other innovations that are taking place, this era of digitization and information abundance, data analytics, in my view, has emerged as a game changer in tax administration. It empowers you as tax administration professionals to harness the vast amount of data at your disposal, turning them into some sort of actionable insights that can propel you to tax administration objectives, with unprecedented efficiency and precision. I saw the objectives of the workshop, which is very clear. And you're trying to understand how data analytics can actually revolutionize the tax compliance strategies to improve our ability to collect, store, and manage tax-related data securely and efficiently, and to acquire hands-on experience in using data analytics tools for tax data analysis, and to design customized compliance strategies based on data insights. And these objectives can align perfectly with our shared goal of achieving higher compliance. Governments struggle over a long period of time in dealing with tax compliance issues, and usually that's a very difficult proposition, difficult aspect of government strategies to collect the appropriate revenue. The implementation of tax policies, governments announce budgets, bring in laws, but how those laws, those policy measures are implemented, what the professionals in tax offices do, and how effectively they are able to deal with the issue of tax compliance is an important consideration. I know that this workshop is not just about one aspect. I'm sure that in your deliberations, you'll be sharing a lot more information from your own experiences in different countries. And here I want to emphasize, as I said before, the importance of cross-border regional cooperation, regional understanding. We are different sizes, shapes in terms of our economic structure, in terms of our economic growth strategies. But I think behind all that is about mobilizing domestic resources. The whole issue of climate change, climate financing is just one part of the story. More and more Pacific Island countries are beginning to talk about not just mobilization of resources, particularly climate finance internationally, but also looking at finding innovative strategies to mobilize domestic resources as well. And tax compliance, tax effectiveness is a very, very important component of how governments are able to deal with it. So I want to commend Peter and PIFTEC for organizing this workshop, and I want to, on behalf of the government, welcome all our regional participants. Fiji is home for all of you, and I hope that not only you will find time to have a lot of these discussions, but also find time to interact with colleagues I know from FRCS and others in government to understand what we as a region ought to do. We had a very good and well thought out agenda for the recent economic finance ministers meeting. And one of the things that we discussed was how to create strategies so that we can have a much more meaningful regional integration. And I've been particularly interested, and some of you probably know, I've been pushing for a much more wider regional integration, including Australia and New Zealand, talking about visa-free travel, how we can create an ease of travel, sharing of knowledge, bringing together people and learning from each other's experience and wisdom. Here in Fiji, we have recently passed changes to our regulations and laws, particularly immigration. We are enticing our diaspora, descendants of Fiji citizens who are living in other countries, who may not have a Fiji passport anymore. We are making it easier for them to come, live, reside, work, invest in Fiji without a permit. At the moment, if you don't have a Fiji passport, you have to come and get a permit. All people have to do now is to prove that they are descendants of Fiji citizens at the time of independence or thereafter. And you will be eligible to come back. And the idea is to not only make it easier, but also to connect with our diaspora. And I think the Pacific as a group has a huge diaspora in many of these countries, particularly Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada, UK. And there is a lot of knowledge and wisdom and experience that gets built over so many years. And Pacific Island countries can benefit with the return of those people, with appropriate skills. So I just wanted to add to that, but let me say that I'm very pleased to be here and to welcome all of you and to say a few words about data analytics and tax compliance. I wish you all the best.